Welcome to the Launch to Six podcast, a podcast about how you can launch your online business from 0 to 6 figures in 24 months or less, regardless of your prior experience. Now, here's your hosts.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Launch to Six podcast. You're here with me, with Tom, and with Casper.
Hey guys,
and this week we are doing our jargon busting series. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about webinars. You've probably heard this term bandied about, like, what's a webinar? I've been on a webinar, people selling through webinars. But like, what is a webinar? I mean, Tom, you've run a few webinars in your time. What is a webinar? What's the definition, my man?
So a webinar basically is like an online seminar. So people have probably gone to a workshop or a seminar in like a hotel room. Well, this is the virtual version of a seminar or a live event in person. It's just done online. And normally you register for the webinar, you see a simple page, you register your time, and it's either pre-recorded or it's live. And you join that webinar, you go into a little virtual room, and there's the host or a couple of hosts. They do the webinar, and then they will normally ask your questions at the end. Answer your questions, you ask them. And that's really it. And the purpose from a marketing point of view, the person does the webinar to deliver a 1 to 2 hour event online. And then you see what they're offering, you get excited about it. If someone's teaching you stock trading, they demonstrate how it works, you like it, and a portion of them people buy. It's the same as a seminar. There's 100 people in the room. Probably 10 to 20 people will purchase the product, 80% won't, and it's just a virtual version. And the good thing about it is they can reach many different people, many different languages, anywhere in the world as well. So it benefits marketers big time, and they've been around since popularized since about 2012.
It's a fantastic tool in terms of reaching that wider audience virtually. I mean, if you look at the textbook definition of a webinar, it's ultimately web conferencing, if you like, or, where you can collaborate and you can bring people together. But ultimately, as Tom says, an online seminar. Tools for running them, you've got places like Zoom, which we use. You've got EverWebinar. There's a number of these platforms. But
GoToWebinar for live.
And of course, a lot of these tools actually obviously can record, and you can then reshare the clip and everything like that. So very, very powerful. Bit of tool for us in what we do.
So the reason, guys, you want to do a webinar is you can reach more people, you really build a great value, great rapport, and you can sell a lot more stuff rather than a standalone video because it's anticipation, it's an event. And live is even better. Do your first 5 or 10 webinars live, prove your concept, and then you can start using tools like EverWebinar to have that automated, and it will have that live effect. And that's how it works, guys. And it's as simple as that. So live webinars, Zoom, EverWebinars, and Evergreen Webinars actually use EverWebinar. And that's it. That's enough to get you started. And that is a webinar.